Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, past is prologue. We are here to celebrate and acknowledge the past, and they've done it in a very entertaining and yet historically accurate manner. Recreated costumes, thought processes, votes, and in some cases, even the dialect of the time. That entertainment also shows to tell us how visionary those people were, and our speakers have eloquently ascribed that vision to that time. You talked about the fact that times were hard in 1909 and that indeed a penny was more than just pocket change, or I guess till a few years ago, parking meter fill. But I'm here to tell you things are better. You don't have to worry about getting by in these four institutions on $160,000 this year. We're going to raise it to $200,000. Higher education, as I have said over and over, is the tip of the total education spear. The number one priority and obligation of state government is and always will be, as long as I'm here, education. And everything else flows from education. And education is pre-K, and it's K through 12. It's workforce training and retraining. It's adult education. It's our community colleges. It's our four-year institutions. It's our research universities. It's all of that. But at the very tip of all of that, at the very point of the life-changing end game, is higher ed. When I was in the Senate, there were numerous champions for K through 12. There were precious few for higher ed. I won't name them, but we had some friends and colleagues, particularly over in the House, who couldn't understand why we were paying college professors what we were paying them because they only taught 3 hours a week. I think some of those people were just having fun with that, but I think some of them believed it. We've come a long way. And this General Assembly, these men and women of the House and Senate have embraced and in fact exceeded some expectations with regard to their priorities in education in general and higher education in particular. These four institutions that are represented here today with 100 years of wonderful history can enjoy a much more receptive audience in the halls of the House and the halls of the Senate than their colleagues did 100 years ago. But we're not here to denigrate the vision that those colleagues had 100 years ago, because but for them and what they did, we wouldn't be celebrating today. And more important than what we're celebrating today is the legacy and the history of countless individuals over the last 100 years that benefited from that vision and attended those colleges and universities and then passed on to subsequent generations the better quality of life that they were able to impart because of the education that they received. I don't expect the progress in the next 100 years of these institutions to reflect the progress of the last 100. I expect that to be exceeded in multiples that we can't even envision. I expect that the change in the, I expect that the change that we will see in the next 100 years at the University of Arkansas at Monticello, at Southern Arkansas University, at Arkansas Tech, and at Arkansas State will greatly expand and exceed the expectations and the vision even of the people in this room. And the people in this room have high expectations for these four schools. So I think we celebrate the past, we acknowledge the present, and we look forward to a wonderful future as these four institutions do their part to be the tip of that education spear I talk about and to improve the quality of life for our people, not just today, but for generations to come. I'm proud of all four schools. I'm proud of all four faculties and staffs, student bodies, the leadership represented by those institutions, and the role that they will play to shape Arkansas to be the best that she can be. Happy birthday.